Okay, so I decided to do my project on Kahoot, and it'll show you the teacher and the student version of it. So I'm going to press right here, the three dots, and press preview. Takes a little bit to load sometimes. There we go. So this is the teacher screen right here, and this is what the students would have if they had a computer, an iPad, an iPhone. Either way, it's fine. So I'm going to do the classic version, so it's just me playing. And this is what the teacher would say, and this is what would be up on the screen in front of the students, and they would find that number and type it into their screen and press enter. And my nickname's just going to be Joe, and we're going to go. And teacher will press start, and we're going to do 10 questions. It says, are you ready? First question, Sally has 16 apples. Tommy gave Sally 3 more apples. How many apples does Sally have now? So, here it's a simple addition problem. So 16 plus 3, and 16 plus 3 is easily 19. So the students would see this on the screen, and they'd come back to their device, and to represent the 19 apples, it would be the yellow button. So I'm going to press yellow, and that is correct. So press next, and next again. So Miss Magro has 19 marbles. She gave 5 to her sister. How many marbles does Miss Magro have left? So this is a different problem. This is a subtraction problem because we're working on adding and subtracting using word problems. This is for 2nd grade, and as you can see, I gave them a lot of time to do this, and that is because it's 2nd grade and things are a little bit slower, so I didn't want to rush them too much. So I'll show you what happens when you get the answer wrong, and I did like 14 marbles for if they added them together and they didn't see that it was a subtraction problem, so I'll show you what it looks like when you get it wrong. So it says incorrect here, but it kind of still leaves them a little bit hopeful, saying dig deep on the next one, like you got this. So not to feel too bad about it because not everyone's perfect, so press next. And this shows you who is in first place. Typically it says first place, 2nd place, 3rd place, but since I'm the only player right now, it's only showing my name. I threw a true and false question in there, and you'll see I gave them less time for this one because this isn't more of a solving problem, it's more of a concept problem. So it says true or false, when you add numbers, the number gets larger. And this is obviously true, so the students would come over and press the blue button to represent true, and it shows you a graph of who got it right, who got it wrong, see where your students are at. Press next. Amanda bought a pizza that had 8 slices. She ate 3 of the slices, and her mother ate 2 slices. How many slices are left? So this problem is a little bit more abstract because it's not just a number minus a number, it's a number minus a number minus another number. So we can easily see that it's 8 minus 5, but it might be a little bit more difficult for 2nd grade students. So 8 minus 5 is 3. So you can go over here, see the 3, press it here, and that's the correct answer. All right. Next question is, my mom bought me 8 fish. My dad bought me 9 more. How many fish do I have now? So as you can see, I didn't always put the right answers in here. This one's a little bit easier. I'll just show you what it looks like if you get it wrong again. So we'll say it stayed at 8 fish, which obviously isn't true. But again, it shows you incorrect and I'm still in first place, so that's kind of awesome. Here it shows you what question we're at 5 of 10 questions. So the next one is, I had 13 shirts. I went shopping and bought some more. Now I have 21 shirts. How many shirts did I buy? So these are larger numbers, so it could be a little bit tricky. And also, when we are talking about part, whole, what we're missing is the second part. So it's not, all the other questions where we were figuring out the whole. So this one might trick some students as well. So it's really 13 plus what equals 21. So I would personally figure this out, 21 minus 13, and it is 8. So get that right. 7 out of 10. Okay, so there are 9 boys and 11 girls in an elementary school class. How many students are there in all? And I picked this because this is true to my classroom. So this is a addition problem, 9 plus 11. This is pretty easy because it does make a 10, which is what we're also learning about in my classroom right now. So 20 students. All right, almost done. Tommy has 7 donuts. James has 12 donuts. What's the difference between how many donuts James and Tommy have? So this question is also a little abstract because students need to know difference means you're going to be subtracting. So we could also count up from 7 to 12 and see how many donuts that would be by counting on our fingers. But since it is a difference problem, I'm going to do 12 minus 7, and that is 5, so green would be right. And Joe is still, we have a streak of 3 correct answers in a row. Big deal. All right, I had 23 bears. I gave 10 bears to my brother. How many bears do I have left? This is a subtraction problem, and again, we are using the number 10, so this should be a little bit easier for our students. As you can see, I did put other answers that people might have, like if they thought it was an addition problem, they'd probably get 33 bears. I could also kind of trick them with the 3 bears or the 23 bears, but the answer is 13 bears. And the last question, I also decided to do another true or false. When you subtract numbers, the number gets larger. And this is also false, but we're just trying to see if my students know the concepts of addition, subtraction. So also, again, gave them less time here. And it shows you how many people answered. The question here is 0 because it's just me and I haven't pressed anything yet. So I'm going to come over here and press false. And then I'm going to press next. And it gives the teacher the feedback. So there's usually a couple pedestals, but since it's just me, I'm the one right here. And it says I got 8 out of 10 right. And for the students, they see this, and the student got first place, this is what they'd see, and they'd probably be pretty excited about that. So, yep, that's Kahoot, and it's a great way to reinforce topics and get students excited to play games while learning. So thank you for listening.